What's going on, everybody? Back again for another night on the grind. Let me get a tweet out real quick so we can get started here, man. Let me see. What do I want to say tonight? Dearest, that's Marvel Champions. Once again, you have completely knocked it out of the park with this month's loading screen artwork. We'll just leave it at that. Actually, yeah, we'll leave it at that. No. Okay. Once again, you've completely knocked it out of the park with this month's loading screen artwork. Sweet. Keep it simple. Darkstank Dungeon. Once again, with the absolute quickness, dude. The ultra speed. Stop. Thank you, dude. Appreciate it, man. Dark had it before I even got my super loaded up. He's insanely fast. May have to surrender my title as fastest. Tell the boss. Listen, you had a good run, but at this point, I don't know if it's a choice. You know. Tobias. And over 2 as well. Tobias, so close, man. So close. I do appreciate the 2, though. I don't see messages from either you or Dark, but thank you both. It was definitely appreciated. Oh, what the? It didn't say the number. Oh, that's weird. Okay, well, it's fixed. Anyway, we're going to change it to the other thing real quick anyway, so... Actually, we'll give another minute. I don't want somebody sending over another super chat thinking they're getting slapped. So yeah, we'll update that in just a sec. The super chat gods have moved on. I accept my fate. You had a good run, dude. You had a hell of a run. So close to taking my torch to rank 3. All I need is 1 tier 5 basic and 3 tier 2 alpha. Robert, dude. Very close. Very close. Alright, let's go get into some stuff. Actually, let me claim this crystal first. Then we'll go get into some stuff. I have a full energy bar again, and I'll probably do a path in variant 3. No, I was going to say 3. Why would I say variant 3? Actually, I know why I would say variant 3. Because it is 1, 2, 3, counting that way. But traditionally speaking, variant 5. I've just been chipping away at it slowly with my spare energy at the end of the month. Kind of did the same with the villain variant. I think I only did like 1 path in this quest, whereas I've done like 4 extras in this quest now or something like that. Not streaming it because I don't want to spend energy refills. You know, the whole point of doing it at the end of the month is just ran out of things to do with my energy in the current monthly event quest. So I'll probably do that again tonight as well. Xavier, and an overbuck. Actually, let me change that to that now. Xavier, thank you, dude. Saying Twitter, please. Okay. Let me see. Where are you at? Here we go. Okay. Decent pulls, I'd say. Just got to figure out how to play Ghost now. Dude, 5-star Doom and Ghost. Beautiful, man. Dang, what a Nexus. Like Howard the Duck, I mean, even though he recently got buffed, I'd still say he was like the worst pick out of here. But both Ghost and Colossus in the same Nexus. That is a beast of a Nexus. Either way though, man, congrats. Congrats on the good fortune. Juan Jr. sending over a buck as well. Thank you, man. Saying, hey, BG, have you tested out the Odin buff? Odin is the only one that I have not tested yet. I've only done brief testings with all the new champs, but I haven't messed with Odin yet. I have him as a 5-star rank 3, and he can kill Realm of Legends Winter Soldier in 77 hits. At rank 3 as a 5-star? Whoa. Dude. I think he's probably the best buff of the month. Wow. Okay. That's pretty impressive. I'm gonna have to look into that. What's up, B. Daniels? Heard 7.2 rewards announced. Is that true? Not that I'm aware of. No. I don't think so. If they were announced, they would have been all over my Alliance chat and stuff like that. I don't actually check the official forums. But I don't believe they were announced. Norris sending over 20 of them CZKs as well. Thank you, dude. Saying, hello, BG. How are you, man? Tweet us, please. All right, Norris, let me check it out. I'm doing good, dude. Hopefully all you guys are doing well as well. Let me see here. Been some time, so I want to share some progress. Spring cleaning wasn't really good for me, except for that creature of yours. This creature? This beautiful creature? Except for that creature of yours, and he helped me to finally finish Variant 6. He does that armor break cheese with Venom the Duck synergy better than Venom. By the way, Fury is okay, I guess. Okay, I guess. Yeah, I guess he's just okay. Nice though, dude. Dang, man. Very nice. Gotta get some levels going, but other than that, beautiful. Good progress, dude. Alright, let's go get into some stuff. Actually, should I just jump right or dive right into some variant? Yeah, screw it, man. Let's hop into the variant real quick. War is already over for my battle group, so I already have my 6-star Doom back in action, and let's go jump into this quest. Oh, I should say too, even though I have tested the new characters a bit, it's only been brief testing. So before anyone asks, I'm gonna test them all further with synergies and stuff like that, and I'll post videos with my thoughts. But for the time being, I've only done some brief testing just to get a feel for the champs as they are now, you know. Haven't messed with synergies and stuff like that just yet. Dark sending over another bug saying, hope to one day earn a wrench for your chat too. Legacy has already blessed me with the honor, and you are next on my list, BG. Dark, it'll probably happen, but today is not the day, only because I recently gave out a few wrenches and I like to keep the wrench giving. I like to space them out, otherwise we end up with too many blue names in the chat. I've always said it, and this still remains true. Most people in here are worthy of the wrench. It's not like Mjolnir, you know, Thor's hammer, where only a few people can hold it. Most people in here can wield the wrench, and I trust people with the wrench. But what happens if there's too many blue names in the chat, then people accuse me of only reading the blue names, and even if it's not true, it's just annoying to see those comments, you know. So as time goes on and some wrenches become less active, more wrenches are thrown in. But yeah, man, thank you for the buck, dude. Easy sanding over $1.50 with a salt shaker. Hang on, let me before I read your comment, let me just grab some champs here and throw them in. I'll grab my Sim Supreme as well. We'll get Venom. There he is. I knew I just saw him. It's like, where the heck did he go? Should we throw Venom the Duck? Actually, well, I'll get Claire involved. Yeah, this is the team right here, man. What a powerhouse team. My goodness, this content stands zero chance of surviving. Okay, easy. Sup, Rain. On the second fight of my 66 match, I lost the fight. Then the game froze, and it cheated me out of the third match, losing my streak. Ugh. God, that sucks. Fortunately, I was at the point where I could restart my streak once everyone came off cooldown. I'm going through my 6s again right now. I'm at 17 mil. Dude, You're crushing it, man. Holy crap. You're absolutely destroying the arena. By the way, I checked. I tried to see if there was like updated cutoffs. And on Reddit, that stuff gets posted. But it's... I think they posted the submission form a little bit later. The person who posts that stuff. So I don't think we're going to know the results until tomorrow. Like, I wanted to update my my predictions, but I don't really have anything to go by other than the higher ranks that I saw. So I'm going to leave it at 45. But as always, go higher if you're looking to grind for any of these champs. Please always go higher. Oh, wait. No, I'm sorry. Wait. Okay, never mind. Yeah. Never mind. Everything I said was true. I was about to correct myself, but I was already correct. All right. Lucas L sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. Saying, tweeter, please. Sure. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. So, I have 2 paths left, and they are paying. Any tips? Terminal velocity. Every time a defender is struck by a critical hit. Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember this from the variant one. Doled. Mighty charge. I mean, you could just like these two nodes, they kind of cancel each other out, because if you're not critting, then you're not giving the opponent terminal velocity. Mighty charge is always annoying, but this is just mighty charge 1. These are just like standard fights. Oh, and foresight even gives you the extra bonus attack when you're intercepting. Yeah. Like, this is just use any hard-hitting champion that doesn't have like guaranteed crits. You wouldn't want to take someone with guaranteed crits, but just any hard-hitting champion. Intercept if you can to take advantage of foresight, but if you can't, that's fine. Just play the fight as normal. Spite is pretty annoying, but just try to use champs without debuffs, and tranquility. Kind of use that to your advantage. Let the opponent's power drain naturally. Honestly, those paths, they shouldn't be that bad. In particular, this one shouldn't be that bad. I don't remember the defenders on it and stuff like that, but this one really shouldn't be too bad. Spite, you know, Spite's always dangerous when dealing with power gain that you don't have full control on. So yeah. Good luck to you, dude. Good luck to you. Red Dog also sending over a bug. Saying just crossed 18 mil. Working on my second round of 6 stars at the moment. Red Dog, you're absolutely slaying it as well, dude. Very nice, dude. Very, very nice. I have full faith that both of you are going to get this champ. David V is sending over a buck as well, saying tweet, Banana Lord. Maybe I should just go up in the arena. My goodness. Easier than doing these fights while reading these tweets and stuff. All right, let me see. Run out of incredible names to call you. Could possibly recycle them. Oh, I don't mind, dude. He said, keep the progress coming. You shall have progress. And the only real ones know what fight this quest is in. Is this... Oh, yeah, this must be Realm of Legends, right? For a second there, looking at the PI and the Hulk and stuff like that, I was like, is this the Variant 1 Hulk? But no, duh, this is, of course, a 4-star using Aegon, Realm of Legends. I thought Wolverine would be a complete roadblock, or complete roadblock maybe because of his healing. Here's Labyrinth panicking. Did you hear that? Anyways, the quest of Realm of Legends, yeah. Now, Aegon, he handles Wolverine too. He shuts down his healing pretty much. But nice, dude. Congrats on getting Realm all done with. Shed also sent over a buck saying, BG, my friend Tony asked me to not say his name backwards. I said, why not? Shed, your friend Tony would be very disappointed, much like I am. Boo, dude. Boo, man. Boo. Alright, let me see what path we're taking. I'm not even going to inspect the boss, because if this team can't handle it, I don't know what team can. Which path do I want to take, though? We've got backup recovery, redouble determination. We've got Life Transfer and Psychic Thorns. I'll probably save this one for last because that seems easiest. Spry and the best defense. Okay, well, let's just go this one, I guess. Backup recovery and redouble determination. Okay. Let's go. Don't spell my name backwards either. What's up, Tara? PG figured out every champion buffed. It consists of Ms. Marvel, Groot, OG Thor, and Rag Thor, Ant-Man, Wasp, OG Cap Marvel, Rocket, and Star-Lord. Got this because they're all going to be featured in a movie. Good guess. I don't know if that's actually going to be the case. Not all champions that get released in movies have buffs related to them. Alright, let's use... We're just gonna use Doom for this. Should be easy. Actually, this first fight might be kind of annoying. Sentinel? Sentinel is always a bit annoying. But actually pay attention. Oh, I should still do heavy attacks, though. We could do... like that. And with the special one. Hold block. Okay. Don't even care if he gains a little bit of analysis charges. Yeah, this dude should be tips. What's up, MSD? Rank 3 Mr. Fantastic could be in my future, Brian. Dude, he seems like he does some damage. Seems like he does a lot of damage, MSD. So I am not surprised in the slightest at your decision. Okay, we'll just double cycle this guy, even with his analysis charges. Be good. Have 565 max sig AA, just pulled 6-star. Have resources to take 6-star to rank 3 sig 160. Should I save those resources for Omega? Just grind it for 5-star Omega and can max 5 him. Oh, I didn't gain as much power because... yeah. Well, okay. As far as... take 6-star to rank 3, Sig 160. I wouldn't pump up Archangel's Sig ability like that. I would seriously leave Archangel's Sig at level 1. He's a good champ to rank up, but yeah, I would just do that. As like I would probably still rank up your Omega though. I mean, having a 6-star AA is awesome, but diversifying and getting an Omega Red ranked up will probably do more for you, I would say. Did your first death of the season today versus Longshot with Torch? He had backup recovery to special 3 and killed me from 97% health. He had 562 health remaining. Oof, B. Daniels. That's rough, dude. I know that node. I take that node probably most wars. I took that node this war. There was no long shot this war. Last war was long shot. This war was Mojo. Yeah, you just got to be super cautious of any kind of power gain that dude has. I do those fights super slowly. Like, I don't even do 3-hit combos. Most of the time, I do 2-hit combos. I do medium, light, and then dash back. Just to play it ultra safe. And that has helped me a lot. Oh, jeez, dude. You weren't supposed to be hitting me like that. Come on, Namor. Get out of my face. Probably go hit the arena after this, because I realize these fights are taking a little bit more attention from me that I like right now. Can't read your guys' messages too well. So, give me 1 sec to finish up this fight, and then we'll just go hit the arena. Don't use your special, Namor. Thank you. PG, they've added new Scarlet Witch. Yeah, I know, I've seen it. I don't have to check. Nobody knows how we're gonna get the character yet. Is the thing. So until we figure that out, there's not much we could do with that info, you know? Oh, that ain't gonna save you anymore. Later, bud. Whom should I rank to? Undupe Mr. Fantastic, duped Invisible Woman, or undupe Miles? Buff coming? Yeah, the buff's coming, but we don't know when the buff is coming. I wouldn't buff a champion without even knowing. If the buff is good, or when it's actually coming. Mr. Fantastic is probably the best offensively out of those. Especially post-buff now. But I think his Awaken ability is kind of important too. Like, what are you ranking those champions for? Because most people don't rank those champs for a particular use at the moment. If you're talking about rank 2ing champions, rank for the content you're going to be taking on. And I don't know what content you're looking to take on with those. But I'd highly recommend thinking about it that way. Don't get why Doom is not bleed immune. He's literally all metal. I mean, he's got eye holes, you know. It'd be too OP. He's already too OP, but he is a person inside of the suit, right? The same way that, I mean, Iron Man is like even more metal, right? He doesn't even have the eye holes. Robert sending over a buck. Thank you, dude. Let's see, Robert, where are you at? So, BG, if I have the resources to only take 1 to rank 3, would you take Sig 135 Sunspot or Sig 20 Human Torch? Torch. Not even close. It doesn't even matter what Sig level his Sig ability is. He doesn't need to be awakened even. Except for, you know, I mean, it's really nice to have his awakened ability inside of the Abyss, but outside of that, it doesn't matter what Sig levels they are. Torch, like, Sunspot's a good champion, and just to put some more context to it, if other people are trying to make this decision for themselves, I would say in the earlier game, Sunspot is the stronger of the 2 champions. But that's only in the earlier game. Once we get to, I would say, it's debatable where they cross over and where I consider Torch to be like stronger. I'd have to really think about it, but definitely once you make it to Act 6 content, 100% Torch is stronger. In Act 5, I think if you have like an actually like fairly developed roster where you're not just relying on like one champ kind of thing, then Torch is probably going to be better in Act 5 as well. But sometimes, you know, we're still so reliant on, you know, mostly using like one champion because we don't have the rank up resources to invest in others yet. And in those situations, like I think Sunspot, because Sunspot is so much more sustainable with his perfect parries and stuff like that, and gets through fights that are not mystic or energy based faster, I think Sunspot's better in those situations. But once your roster is more developed, whoa, hello new arena. I'm gonna have to read up on that. Once your roster is more developed and you're using, you know, more counters to specific counters for champions, then it's not even close. Torch is miles ahead of Sunspot, I would say. The shed sending over $1. Sam PG, my friend, was explaining electricity to me, and I was like, what? like watts? Shed. This is equally as terrible as the last one. Boo, dude. Take a lap. Boo. PJ, I'll give you $20 for your account. Deal. But I want the $20 to be autographed by Elon Musk and the entire 1968 Yankees baseball team. Is that a year they won? I have no idea, actually. I was trying to guess like some year that was like the most popular. Like Babe Ruth was around or something like that. I'll take the $20, but it has to be autographed by all of those people that I mentioned. What's up, Dragon? It's a bird, it's a plane, no wait, it's a tweet. Alright, let's check it out. Ooh, I see some sparkles. What do we got here? How about my favorite Jabari counter? Aren't those sparkles awesome? For everyone who has been asking for a wee bit of Jubilee gameplay, here you go. Dragon, I see you're continuing your journey through the event quest today, or maybe you finished at this point. But this is cool. You're right. There's not a whole lot of Jubilee gameplay out there. So this is cool to see. I wish I could make it bigger right now. Hit it with them fireworks. I could feel the explosion about to come. There it is. Very nice. I wanna mess with Jubilee some more. I never really spent much time playing the champ. Very little, just kind of like brief testing, like I do with most new champs. But she's always such a cool character. Always wanted to see her get added to the game. Paul Birkenstock sent it over a buck as well, saying evening BG. Still planning out end of month Abyss initial clear. Okay. Team will be Aegon, Fury, Void. If I get Torch before, then Torch. Doom, and for 5th, should I do Quake for Fury Synergy or Corvus for Grandmaster? If you have Aegon, you don't need Corvus, in my opinion. I don't know if there's a... I don't know if there's a better team. I mean, a lot of people like to use Heimdall rather than having that Quake and Fury synergy. Or even just bringing in a different champion just to counter something specific on the path itself. So that might be a better option. Honestly, that's what I would be looking for to fill out the team. I would either put Heimdall, what's his face, White Mags, or just another champion to counter something on the path itself, something that you know, would be a struggle. I'm really not an Abyss expert, even though I've gone through there, so like I don't even remember all the fights off the top of my head. But that's the approach that I'd be taking. Some people like to use Magneto because Magneto is good against, you know, like the last bits of what's it called? Well, not just the last bits, all of the bits for Infinity Man. Wait, we got MSG in here. She does indeed have some damage. Just wish she didn't get the Red Goblin treatment released with a significantly more powerful champion. Yeah. Grandmaster cannot be evaded. Wait, Abyss or Grandmaster? Oh, wait. Well, we were talking about Abyss. So I think that was just a, you know, I do the same thing. I think it was just confusing Collector and Grandmaster. I think that's all it is. What was the question? I'll read it again. Because, yeah, MSG would be better to answer this. Alright, the question is, Evening BG, still planning out end of month Abyss initial clear. Team will be Aegon, Fury, Void. In parentheses, if I get Torch before, then Torch. Doom. And for the 5th, should I do Quake for Fury Synergy or Corvus for GM? I was basically saying, don't bring Corvus. Unless you wanted to use Corvus for something else specifically on the path, because you could just run Aegon at the Collector. And then either bring something more specific for the path, or a support, a different. I don't know. Me personally, I prefer a different support. I would honestly go white mags, but I know a lot of people to go Heimdall. I feel like both are pretty viable. I feel like the Quake thing is viable too. It's just that's what I would do. What's up, Hobbit? How you doing, bud? Oh, definitely Heimdall. You have Aegon, so there's no need for Corvus. Void can shut down Infinity Man once he's below 15. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Yeah, man. So Paul, that's what I'd recommend. That's what MSD is recommending too. Red Dogs handing over 2, saying last 2. Okay. I don't know, BG. My rank 3 Sunspot is my second most powerful horseman behind Gambit. Remember that horseman ability that they go unblockable every time the enemy purifies a debuff? That includes his incinerates. Wait. You're talking about like when he sucks his incinerates? Huh? Like when he pulls the incinerate back from the opponent, he is unblockable like half the fight. Whoa. That's pretty cool. I did not realize that was a thing. But wait. You have to... Okay, so here's my thing. He's unblockable, but how much does that actually matter? Because when they're incinerated, you have like the perfect powers anyway. And in order to suck them up, you have to have them stunned to do your heavy attacks, right? To suck them back up? Does that matter? I want to mess with that. I mean, dude, Sunspot is very powerful. I would never deny Sunspot's power. It's just Torch is next level with all the different counters that he does. Like, it's... I breeze through some of the most annoying defenders ever. Almost with my eyes closed with Torch. And I know it's like Sunspot can do a ton, but okay, I would say this: Sunspot, even a rank lower, is going to blow the opponent up with a special 2. Torch, however, the extra stats for Torch matter a lot, I feel, because you want to just like I don't know, you. Like, it's not that it's a make or break for Torch. You could use him down a rank, but just because you don't have like one big nuke that has like overkill damage, just any amount of additional damage you can get on your incinerates to burn through an opponent, it's just like it's guaranteed faster every time. Whereas Sunspot, because there is that overkill damage, it's not even guaranteed faster with the higher rank up kind of thing. I don't know. They're both insane, but I still stand by Torch being miles ahead of Sunspot in the late game content. It's less about who they are as champions and more about who the opponents of the game are. You know, like Sunspot, he's not an Abyss Horseman for a reason. He's not used in Alliance War attack for a reason. He's a beast, but the content that content wasn't really made for Sunspot, you know. UG, tweet please. By the way, your revive video has helped me a lot. Justin, awesome, dude. Let me check out your tweet. I have a tweet. Okay, here we go. Found you. What do we got here? Rank up tips for 6.3 and 6.4. Also, should I use my units on trying to complete 6.3 and 6.4 or save for July 4th? Okay, it's going to be really hard to give rank up tips for 6.3 and 6.4. You basically just need to go along Like when it comes to that kind of like late game content, you basically just go along until you run into a roadblock, and then when you don't have a counter or something, then you find one in your roster and rank them up, kind of thing, you know. You already have some really powerful champions ranked up. Off the top of my head, I don't know if there's a champion that you're gonna struggle with. Maybe Havoc in 6-3 can go. I mean, Ghost can do Havoc though, right? I think it's so hard to say because I don't know exactly all of what Ghost can and cannot do, because she can do so much. But having someone like a Colossus ranked up, because there's also an Iceman that might be a little bit annoying. Then again, who am I kidding? Never mind. Ghost for Iceman. But yeah, it's hard to give rank up advice for something like that, man. You just go until you can't. Save some rank up resources and rank up a champion. Then you don't really want to rank up preemptively, you know. Just gotta hop in there and get to it. As for saving units to complete 6-3 or 6-4 or save for July 4th, I always think saving for the holidays is the better way to go about it. I mean, of course, if you're, you know, if you don't mind spending some money or something like that, then you don't need to necessarily save and plan ahead, and you can just spend the units now. But July 4th ain't that far away. It'd be better to slow roll the rest of that content, save the revives from the daily events, use them when you get a big stack of them. You know, don't let them go to waste. And if you need to supplement a little bit, if you know, of course, if you're 90% the way through a quest and you got to spend a few units to finish it, I mean, go for it. But I don't think it's smart to just dump your units to plow through that content super quickly. It'd be better if you save those units for the 4th of July. Easy standing over $1.50 with the hot dog, saying, Brain, I've been thinking if there was an awakening gem in 4th of July deals, I'll give it to Namor and not Doom. Just would feel more satisfying to feed him Sigs in the way Doom wouldn't. You're totally right, dude. You're absolutely right. It definitely feels more satisfying. This is actually something that bothers me about this game quite a bit, so I'm gonna rant for a moment if you guys don't mind. blame EZ for this this tangent, but it feels so much better in this game. Like when giving champs your resources actually matter for more than just like prestige. And okay, so Doom, his awaken ability, it's not like it's useless. You go up against an Arcus or something like that, you'll see real quick that it's not a useless awaken ability. But for someone like Namor, yeah, you just get so much more out of it. And I feel like Kabam, they're stingy with Sig Stones, and because of their stinginess with Sig Stones, I feel like they've designed some champions that don't need to be awakened and don't need to be sigged up. And like, that's cool as like a, you know, as a player, you're like, oh cool, you know, the game isn't really trying to screw me over. It's like the devs are trying to, like, they understand that Sig Stones are an issue, so they're making it so that you don't always need a lot of Sig Stones in order to rank up the champs. But then when you do want to rank them up for prestige, or even if their awakened ability is not amazing, you still want it, it doesn't feel as satisfying because not as much power's in there. So I just wish the balance of like power in Sig level was actually a little bit higher. Not necessarily always like required, but if it was a little bit higher, and then Sig Stone availability was higher to match, I would enjoy that a lot more personally. But yeah, dude, that's one of the reasons why I wanted Namor so bad, and I was gonna feed all of my generics to Namor, is just because it's a lot more satisfying. You're totally right. Frisky Dart and over 5. Thank you, dude. Saying played Odin. I haven't. He's the only one that I haven't messed with at all yet. I've done some brief testing with the other champs, I still need to test more and with synergies and stuff like that. But Odin, to be honest, I just totally forgot about Odin. I totally forgot. I messed with the other 3 champs a little bit. Someone else was saying they used the rank 3 in Realm of Legends and it took like 75 hits or something. So, seems pretty impressive. But okay, the rest of your message. He's got some pretty spicy damage now. I think he's like White Mags, is a great support champ now, although not a go-to by himself. Okay. I mean, that sounds like a much better place to be. I still want to play him for myself to get the full picture, but I'm not too mad at something like that. You know, having more of those types of champs. Yeah, I think people could probably still argue that they probably wanted Odin to be more of a stronger standalone champ, but hey man, at least they buffed him. At least they buffed him pretty quick too. He should have never been released the way he was, but hey, some credit where it's due. At least they fixed it relatively quick. All right, who puts CGR in the arena, man? I've got somebody to talk to. This guy should not be in the arena. Get out of my face. Antonio Lara. Antonio, I don't know if you're in here tonight, but saw the membership thing pop up. Thank you for the continued support, dude. Shout out to all the channel members. Static. What up, Static? Send 05 send last 2 BG. Sure. BG, I think that on the whole, you can lean more towards champs with utility. Human Torch is that utility and a great counter for Mystics. Sunspot is a heavy burst damage type champion, but doesn't really have a playground to play in. Yeah, sort of. He doesn't. I mean, he sort of does, but anyway, let me read the rest of your comment. If there were no damage caps in Abyss, for instance, you'd see more of this type champion being used. Yeah, I think so too. And just to be clear, I would like to get a 6-star Sunspot, and I would like to rank up 6-star Sunspot. I think he'd be great for event quest clearing. He'd be great for certain nodes that like doing Legends runs, or even if you're not doing a Legends run. But I'm just saying, like, he's good enough that he would make it to like the fastest, one of the fastest champions for specific nodes and Legends runs. He's always been very safe just because of those perfect parries. So if you're looking to save resources, which is a huge part of this game, it's just how you manage your resources, right? So like that's one of the reasons why I don't do the tier list thing. You guys know it, right? But if I did make tier lists, if let's just say I pulled the data from my account, right? Instead of having a tier list be like a subjective thing, if I just pulled the data from my account, I've probably used King Groot more than 98% of the champions in my roster. He's probably like a top 5 go-to champion for me because I save resources with him. I never have to use potions in Alliance Quest with that guy. And other champions, even if they can get through a bit faster, like, well, sometimes you screw up. And King Groot, if you screw up with him, he ain't gonna let you down. So yeah, Sunspot's amazing, but you're right, like damage caps definitely hurt his ability because he can exceed the damage caps, that's for damn sure. And then the other thing is just the other, like his utility, it's not as necessary, right? Like he has Incinerates, but Incinerate by itself is only necessary in very few situations, right? Like even though Torch's damage comes from Incinerate, you're not using Torch because you need Incinerate. You're using Torch because the damage, you know, it ramps up so quickly and so effortlessly against those champions. but it doesn't matter to us whether that damage is incinerate or just physical damage. I mean, it kind of does if there's, you know, safeguard or rage or something like that, right? But for the most part, it doesn't matter to us, right? And then the other thing is like a very basic function in this game is just healing, and Torch's ability to overcome that healing, and then Torch's ability to go up against champions who are incinerate immune with his pre-fight. You just can't really stop Torch in most situations. Like it gets to a point, or it's going to get to a point where Kabam's gonna have to start specifically designing around Torch pretty hard, probably, to be honest, because the dude just mows through like everybody. Angel of Death standing over Buck saying, hey BG, what do you call a row of rabbits hopping away? A receding hairline. Angel of... Boo. Boo. First off, terrible joke. Second, you know what I call a receding hairline? An opportunity to sell a bald cap to somebody who is in need. Guys, don't let these jokes about receding hairlines get to you. Just go to the link in my description. Enter offer code banana15. Save yourself 15%. You know you want to. It's gonna look good on you. Pooba the Great sending over a couple of bucks. First one is, what's up BG? Hope all is well. I have a question for MSD. Oh, MSD, I owe you a buck. Was wondering when he could put together a comprehensive guide on Abyss that will include the newer champs that's viable for each fight. That's a that's no small task. If MSD is up for it. Path by path, Pooba, that could be fun. Could make a spreadsheet. That'd be cool. If you could put something like that together, it would be so helpful to a lot of people, MSD. But I can tell you guys from experience making videos, you know, we kind of have a pretty good idea of like the champs that are good for the Abyss. But when you're trying to include like as many options as you could think of, one, that list is going to be out of date like as soon as the next set of champion buffs come through. And two, like it's a lot of work. But it would be a really good asset for the community if that is something you feel like putting together, MSD. And even if it does get out of date, like you could always just do a follow-up to it, like once or twice a year or something like that. Just talk about like some of the new champs, add them to the list, kind of thing. But I mean, I guess most of the champions that get buffed, I was exaggerating a bit, because most of the champs that get buffed, they're not actually Abyss champions, but yeah. Your other message, also PG, Mr. Negative is looking really nice. I have a 6-star Science Awakening gem I could use. Plus my thing is Sig 180, so I could focus on a new science champ now. Dude, yeah, man. Interesting. I haven't looked into his abilities too much yet. All right, here's my thing about Mr. Fantastic. Well, I hope he's good. First off, Pooba. For your sake and for everyone else's. We don't need any more duds in this game, right? So I hope he's a good champion. But I gotta say, right off the bat, is anime updated? It is updated, sweet. Oh god, he actually looks really cool in this picture. I was gonna say I'm not a huge fan of like just the, you know, the art style. Not that I mean, I wasn't a fan before we saw how he looked in MCOC, just like when we looked at him when I pulled up pictures one night. There's something about it. But this does look pretty cool, I gotta say, man. With like the blue flames and everything. And actually, I guess he's in-game now too, right? We don't even need to look on Aunt May. I think he looks I don't know, man. I guess I go back and forth on him. So maybe he needs to grow on me a little bit more. Maybe that's what it is. Let's go look at him in game. Because sometimes I get like a weird feeling about him, like, I don't know, dude. Do I really want to play with the guy that looks like this? But then sometimes I look at him thinking like, dude, this guy actually looks pretty sweet. There's a couple things I like about him. Like his face kind of bothers me. His face and like the vest, the colors just feel weird. But then I look at his weapon, and his weapon looks awesome. His weapon looks so cool, dude. It looks super cool. And then like the tattoos on his arms and his neck and everything like that. Those look really cool as well. You know what? All right. You know what his suit looks like, or not? I guess it's not a suit. You know what? Like his those just jeans. You know, like his pants and his vest. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of like that like a suede material, where when you like brush it one way, it like changes colors, and then you can brush it, and it goes to like light and dark and stuff like that. Kind of reminds me of that. I do hope he's a good champion, though. sorry to your face bothers me. Fair, Chris. Very fair. Man, I'm sorry to be a hater for a moment here. I hope he'll probably grow on me. So, all right. Anyway, Fluffy Monster sent out a buck saying, "Beaver, how the cone are you? Ice cream." Oh, Fluffy Monster, why this message? So, as you know, there is this mango that goes bananas in the store for the 5th time, and the lemon is always trying to veggie his way into fruit. Yeah, of course, this is common knowledge. Go on. Like, what the hell? I know you understand. P.S. Happy Corn B-Day. Wow. Well, Fluffy Monster, thank you very much for this very clear message. I know what I need to do. I will drink the Kool-Aid, and I'll see you on Mars. See you then. Shed sanding over buck. Saying, you know, BG, a few puns make me numb, but math puns make me number. Oh, Jesus. Oh. Okay, I'm done. Good night, everybody. Shed. Take a lap before you go to bed, dude. Ugh. Gross, dude. Boo, man. Angel of Death sent over the 5 saying, what does BG call a receding hairline? 10 years ago. Okay. Not funny. JK, your bald caps are just too convincing. More hair than Pete could even tell. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, man. Exactly right. Boo to your last joke. Why am I saving up for a special 3? Do not need a special 3. This is Arena, man. It's a damn doom cycle. It's engraved in my brain, or ingrained in my brain. Statics, and one of the 5 as well, saying, also, Mr. Negative, he looks amazing. I'm saving my gem for him. Yes, that means calves. Well, good luck, dude. Hopefully you can continue your calf luck and just get 2 of them in like a 10 pop or something like that. MSD said, congrats on your 6-star static, because you know. Yeah, early congrats. Dragon sent over 2 saying, BJ, did you try using the White Mags pre-fight? Winky face. You know, guys, Dragon seems so nice, but then when you get to know her, she just trolls you, just like everybody else. Just like everybody else with the trollings. It's the new meme, BG, embrace it. Oh god, I have no choice. According to meme law imposed in the early 1300s by Venom the Duck himself, there is no control. You just have to embrace when new meme is born. BG, do you have abs? Yeah, dude. Like 12 of them. I'm ripped to the bone. You just can't see it underneath everything else that's on top. It's bad. It's a mess. Oh, I decided though, tomorrow, this is gonna sound like an empty promise, and it is probably. But tomorrow, I've already set myself up that tomorrow is like, I've been planning this all weekend. Tomorrow is back to health, back to fitness. How long will it last? Maybe just a day. Hopefully longer this time. But I gotta keep trying. So maybe today I don't have abs. But ask me again in a year. Hey you bum, we getting that April rank up vid tomorrow. What up, Big Red? Okay, so maybe that's my full answer. Maybe. Yeah, probably. All right, here's the thing though. Like, when I said I was gonna upload the video real soon, I didn't realize the update was gonna be out today. I should have known. I mean, I kind of knew it was coming. I just forgot everything that comes with the new update and all the new champions to test and all that stuff. And I kind of just want to make videos testing the new champions. But I'll probably just get the. I mean, hey, I already missed the first day, right? So I'll probably just edit the rank up video and post that tomorrow, and then after that I'll probably get to testing all the new champs. So heard a story of some dude who broke up with his girlfriend in a restaurant, and when she started crying, people were clapping because they thought he proposed. I don't know what I would do in that situation. Oof, that is pretty rough. I'd probably embrace it. I would say send the gifts to, you know, like I like in that moment I would make a like an online gift registry type thing, and I would just say like, hey, if you guys want to contribute, here you go. Take advantage, you know. Might as well. They're clapping at your tears. Get immediate revenge. In the form of a toaster, of a free toaster. If you man get in shape is a great feeling. It is a great feeling. I know the feeling too. It's just, well, I also know the crushing defeat of it not lasting very long in my case. Scott seeing over buck saying, got my very best pool. Wait, got my very best pool just a couple of minutes ago. The third pick is game changing. Wait. Is this a tweet? Do I see it on the tweet? Oh my goodness. What is this? Got my rank 2s moving along pretty good. Next rank 3 is Cosmic Ghost Rider. Two of my best pulls were today 20 more SIGs on Omega and the new guy to break the game. Wow. A 6-star. It's beautiful. What is the rest of this though? Dang, dude, your roster is sick. So many silver stars. My goodness. Dude, it's SIG 190, the lethal dose. He ain't lying. That is a lethal dose indeed. Very nice, dude. Very, very nice. Dude, speaking of crazy rosters, have you guys seen... I'm going to link a video in the chat. If you guys feel like watching it now or saving it for later or just ignoring it. I mean, it's all up to you. But Brutal DLX uploaded a video today. He is the OG legend, man. And I'm gonna link it for you guys. It is crazy, man. It's a crazy video. It's his account progression. Does an account tour. And he's been playing this game for a long time. And just seeing, like, he's got some screenshots from back in the day that he includes in there. And right now he's number 2 in the world. If you go to the leaderboards, he's number 2 in the world. And the crazy thing is this. Actually, let me just go to the leaderboard right now. This is the most absurd thing that I found about that video. When you see his roster and realize that the number 1 person in the game is still 300,000 points higher than he is. And I don't even know how you can get 300,000 more points. Like, his roster, it's just like everything's maxed out. Maxed out. Oh, you know, got every single 4-star champion completely maxed out. Every single 3-star completely maxed. I mean, maybe 3 stars, not the biggest thing to brag about. But he's got like every single 6-star except for, I think he needs like 8 more 6 stars in total or something like that. His roster is completely bonkers. And yet somehow he's still 300,000 points behind the first place person. Madness. Total madness. As far as I'm concerned, Brutal's number 1 as well, because I never really want to call people out, but the person who is in number 1, they've been suspended from the game before, you know, so I take them out of the running. It's still an impressive account and stuff like that for that person, but as far as I'm concerned, Brutal is number 1 in the game. Lakers bodyguards handing over bucks again. BGA gift registry would consist of bean bags and not the kind you were thinking about. What? At Dragon, that is true. I offer him nothing but happiness and recipes to grow some hair. Oh, this message, Lakers bodyguard. I never troll you, Beaver. You never see my name associated with trolling. Uh-huh. Sure, Fluffy Monster. I mean, Lakers bodyguard. Totally. Totally. Statics and over 2 saying it's got to be the gifting event, right? For like the additional score and stuff. You probably, yeah. Yeah, because you can get like unlimited like tier 2 alpha and tier 5 basic through that, right? So just having like more 5-star champions ranked up or something like that for the additional rating kind of thing. All right, let's get back to it. What about Cal Whale? I mean, he doesn't play the game anymore. And I think even when he did play, even when he did play the game, his account was bonkers too, of course. But Brutal has been playing for a longer amount of time and has like some crazy achievements under his belt. And I think that's given him more champions just in total. Is July 4th event going to be gifting or something else? No, it's not going to be gifting. Gifting is only done during the holidays, and then, well, I should be more specific. Like the December holidays, Christmas, but you know, not just Christmas. all those holidays in December, and then also. What was the gifting that we just had? I mean, they do gifting occasionally throughout the year too, but it's not like the big gifting event. The big gifting event only happens in December. Aren't you an epic dancer from the Bahamas in your free time? In a past life, yes. Surprised you recognize me without, you know, I haven't seen the sun in about 10 years now, since my dancing days. So I'm surprised you recognize me without the usual tan that I have going. BG, I wonder what your account would look like if you spent every unit on the gifting event. Probably not much different. Probably not much different at all, to be honest. Easy. I don't want to get into it too much, but I believe for the 7.1 legend stuff, and potentially another time prior to that, but I don't really keep track of that stuff. Honestly, I probably shouldn't have said anything, just because I don't like getting involved in the drama. I don't know all the details, but I believe part of it was the 7.1 Legends run, when people got banned for that. Esmir's and No 5 saying, my drive-by shooting neighbors moved out today. I drank some celebratory beers with my neighbor. Probably too many considering I work tomorrow. Dude, oh man. I understand it though, man. I would be happy as hell too. I'm not much of a drinker, but I feel like in that situation, I'd be cracking more than a few. Yay, we're not gonna get shot anymore. That's pretty exciting news, dude. That's very exciting news. Esmir, congrats, man. Robert Strombergs and no one of them Canadian bucks saying, yo BG, I've got a total of 8 paths left for 6.4 100%, 1 path in 6.4.5, 3 paths in the Thor Rags chapter, and 4 left in 6.4.6. Nice, dude. That's not too bad at all. It's a long ass chapter, dude. You're mowing through it. Not bad at all, man. Get it done. Dragon sending over to the buck as well, saying, BG, I have the best news ever. I've finished the Cav, Uncollected, and Master Event quests. Nice. The world is perhaps ending. I have all day tomorrow and nothing to do. No race to the end. What shall I do? Dragon, have you considered writing 100,000 words? Because that seems like for you that's like an hour and a half tops. Just knock out an entire novel and I'm not even talking about reading it, guys. I'm talking about writing it. Just write a whole novel in like an afternoon, you know. And then actually, I mean, that'd be the morning, and then maybe get some brunch. I don't know if there's any good local places around you that are open right now. But maybe get some brunch, and then catch up on some Cobra Kai, just because, I don't know. Might take me more than an hour. Yeah, perhaps. Maybe it's a slight exaggeration. Did Master Dragon, I'm too busy doing Abyss stuff to get free resources? Wait. Oh, MSD. Those are the 3 difficulties I do too, by the way. Uncollected. Well, Cav, Uncollected, Master. Not necessarily in that order. And then single clears of the other quests. Actually, Dragon, have you... I mean, if you're still in the mood to knock out content... There's always more content to do in this game. Do I hear an Abyss run? Perhaps? In your future? Get some pointers from MSD real quick. You don't have to do it all in one sitting. Take it one boss at a time, you know? Fight a boss, take a break. Fight another boss, take another break. Truth, it reminds me I need to send a request that I never got my Marvel Insider boards. Oh, dude, Marvel Insider. I totally forgot. I don't think I... Wait, did I take care of that this month already? Well, I don't remember, but... Dude, thanks for saying something. I'm going to double check after the stream. I'm going to write that down, in fact. Let's see. That is something I feel like I will forget. Oh, come on, 2%. Give me a... You butthead. All right, Marvel Insider. Are they buffing both Panthers or just the OG version? Just the OG version for now. I think they'll probably go back and buff the Civil War version too. I don't know. Michael Lee sent it over to saying, do you plan to do vids for all the arena streaks? I've thought about making new arena videos, and I may at some point, but probably not, if I'm being honest. The arenas, I have an old Infinite Streak video, which still totally works. Except back when I made it, there were only 2 different arenas, and now we have 5 of them. And the 4-star arena in that video is the 4-star basic arena today. And the thing is, like, that is still the most efficient arena for the longest time in this game, until you have a lot of 5-star champions. And 6-star champions, actually. Like, even when you start to get 6-star champions, the 4-star basic is still where it's at. And once you kind of master the infinite streak in that arena, the infinite streaks in the others, they vary a little bit, like with the star level of champion that you throw in there, but the concept is shared. The same concept can be applied to any of the arenas. So I have gotten requests to do those videos, and I definitely have thought about making updated guides for the arenas. For years now, I've kind of said, like, I want to wait for like the next big arena change to happen before I make a guide, just so that it doesn't get immediately outdated again like the last one did. So if we do get an arena change or something like that, I'll probably make a guide for a new one, but in the current state of things, probably won't. I'll probably just leave things alone. Sorry if that was a disappointing answer, but it's the honest one. But Michael, thank you very much for the 2. Listen, for all that I have, for all that I have, all the horsemen at rank 5, Abyss isn't happening. At least not until I finish up Act 6 and Variant 6 and 7. Okay, fair enough. You know, the thing about Abyss 2, Dragon, is it does get a lot easier when you get champions at like rank 3. 6 stars, of course. And I'm not saying, like, of course, that's not an easy thing to do. But I'm just saying, the more you take your time with it, even if you don't have a full team of 6-star rank 3s for when you are ready to hop in the Abyss, you know, even just having like every additional rank 3 you get will make it that much easier. So honestly, even though I was the one that brought it up, there's really no rush to do the Abyss. It's just going to get easier and easier over time. And there's always going to be other content to tackle as well. That makes sense. Was just curious. I have a pretty developed roster now and want to start delving into the 5-star featured. Yeah, fair enough. I'll tell you this much. For the 5-star feature, for a second, okay. For a second there, even though I read 5-star featured, I thought we were talking 4-star featured. 5-star featured, that arena is kind of annoying. And that arena is going to change once people start to get rank 4, 6-star champions too. That's the other problem with making guides for arenas where the ceiling is not totally closed off. Like that's what's so good about like the 4-star basic and 4-star featured. Just think about the 4-star featured for a moment. Since you know, 5-star champions are the limit in that place, the streak is never going to change. Whereas like the infinite streak, it only works because our opponents can only be so high ranked. And when people started to get 6-star champions up to rank 3, that actually changed the formula a bit. General rule of thumb is all 5 stars at rank 3, totally safe. All 4 stars at rank 5, totally safe. 5 stars at rank 2, and even 4 stars at rank 4, if they're very high PI. The 5 star is a little bit easier to get to that PI, and I don't know what that PI is, but the higher PI, like rank 2, 5 stars, they're also safe. It's just that they get to an area where it starts to get not safe. Rank 1 5 stars definitely are not safe. But you could always mix and match champions in as well. So I don't know if you saw the stream I did where I was... Oh, I just died, didn't I? Wow. All that work just to get obliterated in a single special. If you saw the stream I did where I was trying to get all the milestones in one sitting, I had to use my 5-star champs that weren't even ranked at all. Like they were rank 1, level 1. And I was able to put them in, but I had to mix them in with higher level champions. So it is possible to do that. But that's where it becomes difficult to kind of say like exactly where the line is to cross, kind of thing. Oh god, I should not have pushed this guy to a special 2. Gotta wait out that pretty long unstoppable. Nice, he didn't shrug my armor break. Who puts Kingpin in the arena, man? Wanted to pay extra attention because if I lost that one, my streak would have been done before it ever really got started. Trophy takers, sending over a couple of bucks. Saying, finished my once through on Act 6. Collector was fun, but I died so much. It's a pretty tough fight. It's a fun fight, but now you know, and I'm gonna say this for everyone else's sake though. As much as we all call it a fun fight, or most of us do at least, that does not mean it is an easy fight. It is definitely a tough fight. 6 stars were Yellow Jacket and Electro. Oof. 5-star Nexus, double dupe Dragon Man. Still 9k off of a tier 5 class. PS, sweet spot for Immortal A-Bomb. Immortal A-Bomb doesn't have too much of a sweet spot, really. Like he doesn't need high sig, is what I'll say. So if you are going to awaken him, I would leave him fairly low. Pulling up Aunt May as we speak. I'd say probably sig 20 or sig 40 or something like that. Yeah. Yeah, you see how like it's a pretty steep curve right here, and then he doesn't gain as much effect the higher you go. But even still, like there's 2 parts to his awaken ability. The first part is static, no matter what you have. Sig 1 or sig 200, you're gonna start the fight with 3 poisons. And the second part just extends the duration of his effects, which for the most part just adds a little bit of damage. But say like sig 40, you're already getting most of the value out of the awaken ability. You know, higher you go, you get a little bit more, but it's not crazy value beyond that point. But yeah, man, congrats on taking down the Grandmaster. Well done, dude. That 6-star Electro, I think, is pretty cool too, actually. I really hope he gets buffed. One thing that confuses me in the 5-star arena is when to use your 6 stars. Do you use them immediately after fight 5 when you get the 3x multiplier, or do you wait until after fight 10 when you get Thanos teams? It's kind of up to you. Because I have a lot of 6-star champions these days, I just start from from fight 1. I run my 6-star champs. But actually fighting through the Thanos teams, I don't really like doing it with my 6 stars. I do it anyway just because I'm not really paying attention. My brain is kind of set to like sort to 6-star, load in 6-star, fight. You know? But honestly, if I was just paying full attention, I actually rather use my strongest 5-star champions. I would use like my crappiest 5-star champions to get to a 3x multiplier. Then I would throw in my strongest 5 stars until I was on a streak of 15. And then I would actually run my 6 stars. I mean, I would also like, okay, actually, one little correction. I would also like earlier than 15, I would throw in my rank 3 and rank 2 6 stars as well. I just mean like the rank 1 6 stars. They're actually kind of annoying to fight with to get on the streak itself. To get like to the fully safe point. Like I'm using Gamora here, but again, it's just because I'm not paying attention. Otherwise, I'd rather save her for the next match. What are your thoughts on Black Panther buff? Seems solid. I only messed around a little bit with mine at rank 3. I'm gonna get on the CCP beta and rank him up and give him a whirl there with synergies and everything. But seems solid. I don't know just off of my quick testing exactly where I'll use them. Maybe in like a do you bleed situation where you just you just want that bleed damage as much as possible. The animations are pretty sweet. I'm never really a huge fan of the 6-hit combos that champions have, but I do think overall it's a good buff. Seems like a solid kit that was like they did justice for Black Panther as far as I'm concerned. That's probably like the simplest way I could describe it. Is the champion's finally not garbage, you know? It's finally a good champion, and we'll have to see like how far people can push it with him if he actually takes over some of like the top spots for skill. Off the top of my head, or just like at a first glance, I don't know if that's going to be the case, but I really wanted to grind for Jabari too. I didn't, but I wanted to grind for Jabari because I think in like a legend situation, when you're trying to go just as fast as possible, if there's a do you bleed node, his bleed damage seems so consistent, reliable, and powerful that like he might be one of the fastest options. And Jabari has a synergy that gives him a lot more bleed. So bummed that I don't have Jabari. Have a 6-star rank 2 Venom the Duck, 5-star Max, Doom, Fury, Torch, Aegon, Corvus, Deuces, Star-Lord, Warlock, a bunch of champs. How many units and revives should I save for Labyrinth? Well, you don't have to use all those champs in Labyrinth. I'll tell you right now, you could have stopped at Aegon. For Labyrinth, you just take in Aegon with Synergy support team, and you go to town. You probably should not take on Labyrinth until you can comfortably solo like the first fight in there. And if you get to that point where you are, so where you do solo the first fight, you don't even have to comfortably do it, because honestly, Labyrinth is messy. There's evades and stuff like that, and you're not going to solo it every time. But yeah, if you get to that point where you can solo the first fight, most of the fights are pretty similar with Aegon. You just kind of plow through, and you're all ramped up and super strong, and usually it takes people under 20 revives. Everyone, it varies. Some people have done it in 0 revives, and some still, you know, can take more. Just depends on your own abilities. Doug and over 2 saying BG answers for you on Twitter. Okay, Doug. Let me see. What we got? Just because it's been a while since I answered your arena question. This is the guy, everybody. This is the guy. Look at this team. Heimdall, Platpool, Kingpin. Ugh. Gross, dude. How dare you? Everybody boo this man. Boo. Terrible, Doug. It wasn't a joke, but you're still getting booed either way. You're getting booed off the stage, man. Terrible. Pulled 6-star Aegon. What sig do you think it should be to do first run at Abyss? He doesn't need super high sig level. He's gonna get maxed out at some point either way. I think around like sig 40 or 60 is pretty nice. But even honestly, even at sig 20, you could still use the champ. It's just you might have to pump an extra few revives into him before he's maxed out. Like if honestly, because of how rare 6-star sig stones are, I mean, especially from like a free-to-play perspective, if I was buying some sig stones, I'd probably feed some into Aegon. But because of how rare they are to come by from a free-to-play perspective, I honestly would probably rather just pump the extra revives into Aegon each run rather than feed him the sig stones and then just feed the sigs to a different champ kind of thing. I'd have to think on that a bit, maybe do some testing. But the only reason I say that is because you could just use him at sig 20 if you don't mind using a few extra resources. But a little bit higher sig, of course, would be ideal. Tried to stall long enough to get up to a special 2. No, Dormammu, you butthead. Kind of bummed because I have 1 clear of Labyrinth, and now the rewards for going through it 6 more times just aren't worth it for where I'm at. Yeah, it's quite the journey. It's quite the process through there, man. You could always save it. Like, I mean, the content was built for like rank 4 or 5-star champions, really. So even and that was like pre-Aegon. So I mean, having like a 565 Aegon is already going in there with a pretty good advantage based on what the content was designed for. But things will only get better And at some point you could walk through there with like a 6-star rank 4 or 6-star rank 5 and just clean house. It's gonna get nutty at some point where people have like 6-star rank 5 champions, and these fights that, you know, today, like anything like 200 hits is like a pretty fast Labyrinth fight. We've got some champs that could do it in less than that, but it's gonna get to such a crazy level where, yeah, soon people are gonna be doing speed runs, and a Labyrinth run's gonna be like at 30 minutes. You could knock out a Labyrinth run in like 30 minutes, no big deal. Sig 20 Aegon is abysmal. Recommends Sig 80 plus. I mean, hey, the higher the Sig, the better, but you still could get it done at Sig 20. Whom should I upgrade? 5-star Guardian or 5-star Daredevil HK? Most people would say Guardian is the better of the two champs. That's what I would say, at least. I would go Guardian. First Labyrinth run was like 3 days. Yeah. Oh god, those were like 10-hour streams for me each time. That was without Star-Lord. Back when Star-Lord was still the king. Dude, I remember during like the rank down ticket days, when we got rank down tickets for we got one rank down ticket for the holidays, and people had just started getting rank 5s, and people were already turning their backs on Star-Lord. It started pretty early. Like, dude, he was like the #1 champion people wanted as a rank 4 5-star champion. Star-Lord ruled the contest. But as soon as we got to rank 5s, we started to get some more powerful champs. We started getting the Blades and Stark Spideys of the game, and, you know, eventually even stronger champions. And Star-Lord never had the highest prestige. That was another factor to it. So most people didn't want to rank 5 Star-Lord, but some people would rank him up and then use the rank down tickets afterwards to get the resources back. And I still remember being kind of blown away by the difference. I remember... Oh, I just realized I'm in the new level. Have I fought on the new level before and I just haven't even been paying attention? Is that how little I pay attention to this game? It looks cool though. Anyway, I remember Gran Scheme, who was in for Loki as well, and streamed his runs, and, you know, had a YouTube channel and everything too. I remember he did that. He took his Star-Lord up to rank 5, and man, even just that one rank was such a big difference. Now we've got Crossbones out here handling these fights in like 100 hits. Heck no, 5-star Star-Lord was my first rank 5, and if I got him as a 6-star, I would take him to rank 3. He would be a cool rank 3. I kind of miss Star-Lord, man. Star-Lord, you know, I never thought Star-Lord was a broken champion. This was the rare exception in the game where he was the king of the contest, and I don't consider him to be broken in any way. Like, I mean, sure, his damage was bonkers when you held his combo and stuff like that, but like, you have to work to get that combo going. Not only did you have to work to get that combo going, there were no safeguards at the time. Now, you know, now we have like a synergy for him, but forget the synergy. Like, Aegon has his built-in safeguard for losing his combo. 2 of them. One in the form of just his awaken ability to carry over the persistent charges, and the second one, like the actual in-fight heavy mechanic. Star-Lord didn't have that. He doesn't have any immunities, so you cannot use him in situations where you need immunities. You have to start over from scratch whenever you get hit, or just start a new fight, because there is no carryover. There is no power control mechanics to him, at least that you can control. Because his special 2 does have a power drain, but it's totally random. It's not like you can... Like, you actually had to evade the opponent's specials, you know? Compared to a champion like Quake, who doesn't give the opponent specials, Magic, who just can fully lock down the opponent throughout the entirety of the fight, or Ghost, who can tank a special 3 with the Hood synergy. Dude, Star-Lord was all skill. The dude it was raw skill, man. Forget all skill, it was raw skill. And yeah, man, I kind of dig Star-Lord because of that, you know? Oh, when he couldn't shut down nodes. Like when Blade was taking over. Dude, I still to this day cannot believe that Kabam never changed this. When entering a fight, he could literally turn off the node. Like, what? There'd be a node where you get poisoned at the start of the fight for 60 seconds, but if you had your if you were fighting a dimensional being or a villain with a synergy or whatever, you could literally just disable that entire node. What? Raw skill is my new favorite catchphrase. That's good. I still can't believe Kabam never changed that. It's wild. Today it doesn't matter so much because, you know, a lot of people don't use Blade, they use other champions, but I thought that was insane, man. And it was all just because like Kabam, you know, to this day they still don't want to nerf any characters unless they absolutely have to. If they release something busted, they usually just leave it busted. Odin, that was an exception. What was the last exception before Odin, though? It happens so rarely. But anyway, they usually just leave stuff alone, and that was relatively shortly after 12.0. So at that time, they were especially feeling, you know, and probably traumatized from the last bit of backlash they got from 12.0 when they changed the champ post-release. So they didn't touch that guy at all in any way. Instead, they just designed an entire year's worth of bleed immune champions. Crazy. No, Blade totally has an ability from the comics that allows him to disable nodes in the battle realm. Oh yeah, is that from the comics? I don't know if I ever asked Kabam about that. I asked him a lot of questions. I probably did ask them about that at Comic-Con once. Just like, why? Like, why? Was this intentional? I gotta remember to ask them about that one day. If they even remember, because that's a while ago now. Hey, I just realized I haven't crashed yet. I think Kabam, maybe this update fixed the crashing stuff. My game isn't like super laggy right now either. I mean, it's not buttery smooth either, to be fair. Maybe it is showing a little bit more lag. Maybe I just didn't realize it. Yeah, actually it is kind of laggy. Well, I'm gonna keep going. I don't want to reset. I want to see if it'll actually crash on its own. But hopefully this update actually fixed that. That'd be cool. Crashed 5 minutes ago? Oh. Well, there goes my confidence in no crashing. Psychotic Gaming and over 5 saying PGA pulled a 4-star Storm X. Is she any good? And any tips on how to play her? She's decent. Psychotic Gaming, the thing about Storm Pyramid X is the mutant class is stacked. Honestly, if the mutant class was not so stacked, she would be a good champion to rank up. That said, she could still be an asset to you if you don't already have some other powerful mutants ranked up. If you do have other powerful mutants ranked up, then you might just want to stick with who you already have. I don't remember how all of her abilities work. But I can tell you a couple of little tidbits of info here. Probably the most unique thing about Storm Pyramid X is that anytime the opponent shrugs off a stun, if they shrug off like a stun debuff, like let's say you're going up against Agent Venom, who can shrug off debuffs like that, you'll hit them with a passive stun. Like it'll just get replaced with a passive stun that they cannot shrug off. And that works in a few different situations, including one of the most difficult nodes, probably the most difficult node on your way to Uncollected, which is Masochism in 5.2.4. So Storm Pyramid X could actually be pretty good for that content. The way the rest of her abilities work, I know she gains lots of prowesses. I believe she gains a prowess every time you or the opponent gains a bar of power. Oh yeah, I'm lagging kind of hard here. I wouldn't be surprised if I do crash. I just wasn't paying too close attention before, I guess. Anyway, you can also like charge your heavy to gain a prowess. That's kind of all I remember out of her kit, really, to be honest. And I think when you charge a heavy to use a special, I think that only works if you like charge your heavy and then activate your special immediately after, even before releasing the heavy or something like that. So if you are a bit newer to the game, it's a little bit more of an advanced mechanic, I would say, and maybe you don't have to worry about that too much and just do 5-hit combos and throw specials, and she'll deal decent damage. But yeah, off the top of my head, that's the bits that I know about the champion. Payne sending over $1.50 with a banana. Thank you, Payne. Saying, do you think they should buff Ant-Man by making him a pre-fight champ like White Mags, but make his pre-fight one that doesn't help Ghost? No. Unless he does something like that in the comics. I'm trying to think about like what he does in the movies. Can he make other people, can he change other people's size? That's only in his suit, right? Like he can do that because of his suit or something. I don't know if it makes sense like comic wise. I'm probably the worst person to comment on comics. But I know he's in the Avengers, so maybe, I mean, there's definitely some team aspect to him, right? But oh, there's the game crash. Hey, all right. I did totally jinx it. Okay. Not fixed. It took longer this time, though. God, this loading screen is so cool. Pin particles are what thing change? Okay. Well, if he can make other people change size, I mean, they wouldn't actually change size, but like thematically, maybe they could do something. So maybe pain. I don't know. I do think the pre-fight stuff is cool. Maybe it would work out. It's a little bit hard to say. I think one thing about the pre-fight stuff is there's only so many pre-fights we could. I feel like there's like a limited number of things you could do with pre-fights, but maybe that's just me being dumb. Like straight up, because I would say the same thing about champions. Like, oh yeah, there's only so many things you could do with champions in this game, but we still have a ton of champions, right? So maybe there's room for a ton of pre-fights. So yeah, maybe that was just a dumb thing to think. Maybe though, man, it's a little bit hard to say what they should do with Ant-Man, but that's something to think on. And I am curious what Kabam's gonna do with him, because I mean, let's face it, Ant-Man probably did, or probably will win. So, but we'll see what happens. I'm gonna be voting for Guillotine personally. What's up, Frojo, though, by the way? What was your other message? Too soon, Brian? You can't talk about Agent Venom right now. Some of us are hurting out here. Sorry, Frojo. Sorry, man. Psychotic Gaming sent an 05 cent. I already own a 4-star White Max rank 3, so Storm X useless to me. I don't want to say completely useless. There's always the arena. But yeah, I would. If I were you, I'd probably just continue to use mags over Storm. I'm looking at synergies real quick. I can't remember if the two synergize at all. I don't see one. I only see with OG Storm, unless I'm blind. Dang, man, you'd think they'd synergize. I mean, one is Pyramid X and the other is House of X. It's basically the same thing, right? A pyramid, a house. But yeah, man, if I were you, I would probably just continue to use Magneto. Like, someone, you could probably argue that, you know, you could use both those champions. But here's the thing. Because there's so many other good mutant champions too, that by the time you need to rank up another mutant champion, you'll probably have one of those other mutants. So if I were you, I probably would not invest in that Storm, and I'd probably just keep using white mags and kind of go from there. That said, though, too, okay, one other thing, taking champions up to rank 3, while when you're new you know, feels like it's pretty resource intensive, rank 3 is not a big deal. Rank 4, however, once you start to use tier 4 basics, even years down the line, like tier 4 basics will, you know, you're not going to have an unlimited supply of those things. Whereas, you know, give it some time and you could literally rank 3 every single champion in roster. So I'm saying this to let you know that you're not going to be wasting resources that are valuable. Like if you wanted to take Storm X up to rank 3 and mess around with her for yourself, it wouldn't be that big of a deal to do it, you know? You'll get those resources back. They're not gonna, it's not gonna hurt you in the long run, kind of thing. But at the same time, yeah, you don't really need to. You'll get other stronger mutants too. Statics and number 2 saying that new arena is a 10. Great job to Kabam. Wait. New arena is a 10. The new one that's coming in a couple days. Do we have the info on it? What is the new arena? It probably says it in the update tab, right? I'm gonna look after this fight. Can you make a crystal cleanup video? Dude, I just made one like 2 weeks ago. I can only make those every so often once I save up a bunch of crystals. Oh, the background. Oh, yeah. Oh, totally, dude. Yeah, it looks great, man. I definitely agree. Damn, dude. You got me pumped to get some rewards. I was like, arena? 10 out of 10. What kind of juicy rewards are we in for, man? How come I didn't hear about this? Damn. But yeah, the new background is pretty sweet. Don't know anything about the arena. Got it. It is really cool though, man. I like it a lot. PG question, would you use mags for Abyss Path 2 or would you bring stealthy? I would not bring stealthy if my life depended on it. You're asking a very biased person though. I'm anti-stealth Spidey. Hardcore. I might be the biggest stealthy hater on the planet. That's my claim to fame in Marvel Contest of Champions. In fact, that's normally like my response when people are like, you know, I call into a place and they're like, who is this? I'm like, you know, the biggest stealth Spidey hater in the world. Nice to meet you. He is good for that Luke Cage fight, so he's definitely a valid option, but I would use anyone else. I would use Aegon for that fight. I would use She-Hulk, Spider-Gwen. I don't know who else. I know Professor X can do it, but I don't know how dependent he is on synergies for that, if at all. Dude, I gotta get a Professor X ranked up, man. I started the process on my 5-star, but I think he's still only rank 3. It's probably gonna be a while before I can get him to rank 5, but it'd be cool to get him to rank 5. Can we refer to the new background as the new BG? No. Denied. Access denied. Alright. Let's go through some of these. Hashtag Team F Stealthy. PG question, does Magneto House of X pre-fight work on Masochism chapter? It absolutely does. You will run out of charges. But yeah, you can totally use that synergy or the pre-fight for the more annoying fights in there. Like, let's say Punisher. Who else is really annoying in that quest? Punisher is the big standout. Punisher, maybe the boss. Does the boss have Limber in that quest? Or is the boss stun immune? I know there's some kind of other stun interaction, isn't there? Or no, maybe it's just the masochism. I don't know. But yeah, man, that pre-fight totally does work against masochism. Absolutely. I use it in war all the time. BG just blasted through 4 episodes of Cobra Kai. We like it. Yes, dude. Nice, man. It only gets better. Show's so good. I have a hatred towards Punisher. Oh, me too, dude. Punisher, oh, it's such a pain to fight. Both of them, dude. Both Punishers in this game have the specials that you can't really evade. I mean, technically, Punisher's special 1 you could evade. It's not that easy. When I was practicing, I didn't practice super long trying to evade it, but when I put, I don't know, maybe 20 minutes into practicing it, I got to a point where I was like 50-50 on it, but it just never felt like one of those things that I was going to get down 100% of the time. So I just gave up and went back to blocking it. The block partial evade, to be clear, because yeah, of course you could evade like the first hit, then block the first 2 bullets, evade the 3rd bullet. It's still really annoying. And then the special 2 is annoying. And then he survives when you think you're gonna kill him, and in that time he's probably gonna throw his special and do a whole bunch of chip damage through your block. Screw that champ. Is Mass Rank Up coming out? Probably tomorrow. I'm gonna try to get it out tomorrow. I implore you to attempt Luke Cage solo with She-Hulk, not because I want to see you do it, but because I remember during the Abyss stream how badly you wanted to do it. I've been thinking about it. I would like to get better with She-Hulk, and that's one of the best fights to get better with. The thing is, I'm kind of lazy. Or I don't know if lazy is the right word, because I'm just selectively lazy, I guess. I'm lazy when it comes to getting better at playing this game. Because in most situations, I only try to get better if I need to. And in war, I'm not dying, so I feel like, okay, in war, everything's good. I've died once in like the last 20 wars or something. I don't know. I also don't take the hardest fights, to be clear. I very rarely take boss fights. Maybe once or twice a season or something like that at most. But anyway. And I'm already done with the Abyss. So I don't really have a reason to try to get better for the Abyss. I do have a reason to get better for the 7.2 Legends run. And I'll try to practice up a bit before that run. It's kind of, it's hard to practice for those Legends runs though, because I mean, it's not like you can do a practice run in that content, right? You just got to practice elsewhere and hope those skills transfer over. So that's why you love Arena so much? Hell yeah, dude, the Arena gives you something. Getting better at Abyss. I mean, dude, it's cool because like those skills, man, you'll carry that through to whatever the next piece of content is. But until we see that content, I'm like, I could try to solo Luke with She-Hulk, or I could just go play some new champions and make some videos that I've been promising to make for the longest, like guides for Sorcerer Supreme and other champs and stuff. So I just do that stuff instead. Doug sent it over to saying Twitter. Sure. PG. Wait. I was reading your last one just out of habit. Would you rather use Stealth Spidey or Groot? I don't know if I want to look at your tweet now after reading that last question. All right, what is your tweet, Doug? Okay. Did you refresh your Heimdall just so you could do this? Is this the same Heimdall, or was it a 6-star Heimdall that you used last time? What a jerk. You know the real messed up part about this? They're not even high-level champions. So somebody is going to be fighting this team with their low-level champs, thinking, how bad could this be? I'm just trying to build the streak. And then they run into a team like this. Doug, you're a monster, dude. It was a 6-star last time? Ugh. Ugh. Terrible, dude. BG opened up my first 6-star long shot. Does he need awakening? Also tweeted you. No. He does not need to be awakened. Usually I'd recommend ranking up other champions over him, to be honest. But, he's a fine champion himself. It's just the Mystic class is kind of stacked as well. Like ranking up 5-star champs over him. Just leave that long shot rank 1. I'll put in some work. I don't see a tweet from you. If you tweeted anytime recently, like in the last hour, I've got nothing from you. Unless you're on a different name on Twitter or your account is set to private or something like that. BG, should I use the Science Awakening Gem on Thing? Thing's a good champ to awaken. He can be played unawakened too, though. So you might want to play the champ unawakened, see if you like them first. Before investing in the awaken ability. The awaken ability is more of a defensive thing. You can use that defensive thing offensively, but I'm just saying it's not required to play the champ. And a lot of situations don't require the champ to be awakened, so whenever you're looking to awaken a champ, always think about what you're getting in return. Like, are you going to be saving resources when you go through a quest by awakening that champ? And with Thing, you might. But as long as you're actually playing the champ. To be honest, I don't use my Thing offensively too much. I do sometimes, but it's not too frequently these days. He's always useful though. I feel like I'm kind of not talking up Thing's better qualities enough. I'm kind of crapping on Thing right now, but you know, he's actually really strong. It's just the content that I'm doing right now, I don't need to use him as much. But he's good for some of the variants. He's good for story quests, the incursions, Lions Horde defense and offense. He's a great champ. Point is, I'd rank him up and play him for yourself before you commit the awakening. Just since he doesn't totally require it. Okay. On that note, though, guys, I think it's time to call it for the night. I'm gonna go. Going to edit the mass rank up video, and we'll be back tomorrow, normal time. No day stream tomorrow. And yeah, thank you to well, first off, actually shout out to Static for being tonight's biggest D, and thank you to everyone else who sent over a little something. Always appreciate the support, guys. Kind of crapping on my Thing now. What? God, sickos. Alex sending over a last minute buck. Saying, BG, I used my 6-star ghost for the first time outside of arena today. She destroyed the villain variant, yeah. And though I'm no pro, she finished the quest with full health and I had fun. Should I rank 2 her? Dude, I feel like you just answered your own question. Yeah, hell yeah, you should, dude. You don't need to be a pro. If you had fun and you finished the quest with full health, you are a pro. What do you mean? Sounds like you're totally a pro. Absolutely rank her up, dude. For sure. But all right. Anyway, on that note, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, like I said, and I will. I'll see you guys then. Good night, everybody. Oh wait. Oh yeah, Billy D. Abby Doe's not on, but Falstaff is on. Let me grab a link. In case you guys want to continue the party, there is another stream going on. There's the link to Another Dude Gaming. But yeah, on that note, I'm out of here. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night, everybody.